Hello, hello, hello. Yes, it always starts off with a black screen. It's just the way it is. It's the way I had to produce this one. Hi, let's talk about some of the coolest parts about doing live streaming. By the way, William Davis, owner of A.P.C Photography and AV Media Solutions. I hope you're having a great day. This is the second one of today. The reason why I'm getting so many of these out right now is because as the winter comes, I'm really not going to be able to get them out. I just love to give some pretty cool answers to everybody if they have questions down the road for getting the right live streaming team or right team out there to help you. Let's talk about the one cool thing that everyone loves: branding and brands. Well, cameras are cool. There's Canon, there's Sony, there's Red, there's Black Magic Design. I think that's what they're called. There's Nikon and Panasonic and Samsung and Apple. They're all just amazing. The brands are cool. If you like one, let the person you hire know that you like a brand. They can most likely get the camera and make it work for you. The other part is they're just a fun part of what we do. You can have a camcorder style. You can have a cell phone style. You can have the big. Hold on, let me see. Let me grab that real quick. Let me grab this one. 30 seconds. You can have this. These are pretty cool. I have the Sony ones. Sorry, I have the Sony ones, and this is pretty cool. This can be your camera. We rig up some of these to be full-fledged video sources versus the full camera style. It's awesome. Whatever it is you need to produce for your stuff, I think it's awesome. Don't get hooked on just one brand because maybe, just maybe, one's better for the other. For example, if you're going to be doing a sporting event and you want to do a live stream on one of those, I'm going to recommend something that's a global shutter style. That's a little different. Let's see. Global shutter cameras. Give me just a moment here. I am not advertising for any of these camera manufacturers, so do not say I am. Not important to me. I just want to make sure that you can use a global shutter. So let me find one that goes over the global shutter cameras. Let's see, what's the brands? I know Red has one. I know because I just have to rent them every once in a while. Global shutter cameras. I'm trying to find them for you here real quick. It tells you I'm doing these just off the fly. This is just fun. I want to help you guys out and just give you quick answers. There is a 6K global shutter camera. There's a Toshiba one. There is a Sony one. Let's see, Red. Use that one as an option. Red global shutter. Let me get that for you here, and I'm going to pop that up. And I think you'll like it. So let me explain what these cameras do for you. If you're at an event and it has that like little choppiness in the uh, in the event, and it's just all of a sudden it just doesn't look very good. That's because it's not a global shutter. When it's a global shutter, you're not going to have issues with it because it's not going to read across the lines of the sensor. It's just going to go off the whole sensor at once. I think I can share this with you real quick. Let me share screen here. How we doing? Let's go to Chrome tab, and we're going to go to Red here. Share this real quick. Let's see what we're doing, and I'll bring this one, add to it. Give us a second here. I'm just doing one layer. That's what I love about being on live productions. I get to play around with this and show you. So it's going to be over my left shoulder, my right shoulder, my right shoulder. All right, let me transition this over. Let's go over. So that camera that's up there is called a Red, and this thing is awesome. So on the Red itself, it's the global shutter basically makes sure that it sees the whole sensor at once instead of going across the sensor. The whole sensor is seen at one time. Really, all this does for you is it prevents choppiness. So if someone's doing like a sporting event, you'll see them clean and clear versus a little bit not as clear. So that might be one of the cameras you may need. So that could be a big, big, big plus for you. Let me remove this piece right here. And that's a plus. Now, another thing you might need is what you call a PTZ camera. These are awesome for like multiple events, and you want to have several cameras up, but you don't want to have like everybody, like camera guys all over the room. PTZs are awesome for making your event just spectacular because you'll have one person or two persons or four persons controlling. I like to do no more than three cameras per person on PTZs, and they will basically make the camera go in any angle you want, zoom in on anybody you want, zoom on any portion of the event you want, and they're just basically sitting by themselves. It looks like in a silo by themselves, but it's really they have a camera operator on. You need a very, very good camera operator, by the way, to run a PTZ properly, especially if they can run like three. I like it, two max, but if I got a really good operator, I'll let them have three. It's just spectacular what we get to do there. So essentially, what I'm trying to say to you when it comes to cameras and brands, there's so many out there. There's so many things you can do. It's spectacular. Now, the last one I'm going to go over with you is our lifesavers. Our lifesavers in this whole entire thing of what we do. And I'm super excited about this. As you can see it in my face. It's these. It's these. I remember we had to put up crash cams and all this other stuff and get everything set up another computer for it. It's these. We can put these on a tripod, put them someplace really indiscreet. We can put them on podiums. We can put them any place, and you get a magnificent picture. And if you got a really good production manager producer who's behind the scenes setting up your next scene, man, it's a lifesaver. It really, really just makes or breaks you, and adding extra new little stuff to it. So, like, if you wanted to, you could, email in somebody and say, "Hey, look, I need you to come into a scene real quick, and I need you to, really step up our game. We need to have you here immediately, and I don't know what you're doing right now, but can you jump into it?" So we're doing a live recording right now. Here's my cell phone. Here's what I'm doing, and let's see what can we do in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So look at the clock right now. We'll talk 30 seconds from now. Let's see if I'm actually in the door working with us. Ooh, I got 10. I got 20 seconds left. Ooh. Dude, I got 20 seconds left. I'm looking at 15 seconds. I think I got 15 seconds. I think I'm going to be a little bit off. I'm going to be a little bit off. So I might be off here. I might. Let me mute this real quick. All right. So this is getting challenging. I'm backstage right now. Let me mute that real quick because I don't want it to echo. Let's see. Did they let me into this one? I didn't pull it off in time. Well, let's get into this series here real quick. Let me go back to the dynamic. I should be in the back room on this one so I can see. Stuff happens. But these cameras come in handy. So I get super excited, and I didn't really get to tell you about it because I didn't get to show it to you here. But I'm live into it. So backstage. Where's the preview at? Decline. Preview live. Ooh. It's still loading. Well, excuse me on that one there. I didn't get to show you the cool part about bringing somebody at the last moment. But it's really cool to be able to do that. And long story short, I love having these because we can use these as last moment cameras. In this case here, I'm not getting to show you because, well, apparently we're being blocked by the internet here. Happens. Can't help it. All right. Well, everybody have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.